Could artificial intelligence replace clinical trials for stroke prevention in heart disease patients? In this video, we're driving into a groundbreaking study from Ohio State University that just might change the future of medical treatment. A stroke happens when a blood vessel carrying oxygen and nutrients to the brain gets blocked by a clot, called an ischemic stroke, or bursts, known as a hemorrhagic stroke. This blockage or rupture causes parts of the brain to stop functioning, leading to potential disability or death. In the United States, stroke ranks as the fifth leading cause of death and is a significant contributor to adult disability. Every 40 seconds, someone in the U.S. experiences a stroke, and approximately 800,000 individuals suffer from either a new or recurrent stroke annually. It's crucial to recognize that stroke is a neurological emergency, emphasizing the importance of prompt medical attention. For patients with heart disease, stroke poses a significant threat. Heart disease increases the risk of blood clots forming in the heart, which can travel to the brain and cause a stroke. Additionally, conditions like high blood pressure, a common feature of heart disease, further elevate the risk of stroke. Therefore, individuals with heart disease must manage their condition effectively to reduce the likelihood of experiencing a stroke. Scientists have created an innovative artificial intelligence model to mimic massive randomized clinical trials. They intend to use it to identify the most effective treatment options for preventing stroke in heart disease patients. Now here's how they did it. They fed this AI model a mountain of anonymous patient information from millions of medical claims submitted by employers, insurance companies, and hospitals. The approach to building this model is similar to the strategy employed in developing generative AI tools like ChatGPT, where a sizable foundational dataset is used to train the model. By leveraging this extensive dataset, the AI model can analyze various treatment approaches and their outcomes, effectively simulating the process of randomized clinical trials. The researchers employed a two-step approach. First, pre-training the AI model on a massive general dataset, whereby researchers can zoom in on specific details about various health issues and treatments. Then, fine-tune it with data on specific health conditions and treatments focused on stroke risk. This process allows the model to estimate how different treatments might cause changes and to identify which therapy could be the most effective for a patient, depending on their unique health profile. This approach helps tailor treatments to fit each person's specific needs. The research team from Ohio State University reported their findings on this innovative AI model in the journal Patterns on May 1, 2024. They claim their AI model outperformed 7 other existing models, and it gets even crazier. Their AI was able to recommend the same stroke prevention treatments as 4 major real-world clinical trials. As the senior author, Dr. Ping Zhang, an associate professor of computer science, engineering, and biomedical informatics at Ohio State, says, "No other algorithm can match what ours does." He added that the numbers don't lie, and our method boosted performance by a massive 7% to 8% compared to other methods. While other methods come close, they can't replicate the precise outcomes of randomized clinical trials like our model does. The goal of this AI model is not to entirely replace gold standard clinical research, but rather to accelerate and augment the clinical trial process, saving a ton of time and money while enabling more personalized patient care. The researchers hope this machine learning approach can help by rapidly screening potential treatment options. This would put the most promising drug candidates on a faster track for targeted, scaled-down clinical trials. Ruoqi Liu, a PhD in computer science and engineering who led this research in Dr. Zhang's lab, explains, "Our model could act like a rocket booster that first identifies a small selection of drugs that show promise for treating a disease. That way, doctors can quickly run efficient, scaled-down clinical trials, just testing those few drugs rather than having to test every single option under the sun." The team has named their groundbreaking framework CURE, which stands for Causal Treatment Effect Estimation. According to Ruoqi Liu, the genius part of the versatility of CURE is how pre-training this AI model on a broad range of unlabeled real-world data makes it adaptable for use across various diseases and medications. We start by training the model on extensive datasets that aren't specific to any one treatment, Liu said. Then we fine-tune it with smaller, more focused datasets. This way, Cure can quickly adjust to handle different specific tasks. This approach allows Cure to remain flexible and efficient in its applications. So, where did Cure's vast medical knowledge come from? The researchers pre-trained it on a gigantic unlabeled dataset from MarketScan commercial claims and encounters spanning from 2012 to 2017, which included a whopping 3 million patient cases, 9,435 medical codes, including 282 diagnosis codes, and 9,153 medication codes. Roqi Liu's team incorporated two fundamental techniques to boost Cure's effectiveness. First, they addressed missing information in patient records by linking patient data with biomedical knowledge graphs that map out all the complex medical concepts and relationships. Secondly, they pre-trained a sophisticated model called KG-Treat, Knowledge Graph Treatment, which combines patient data with knowledge graphs on a large scale to enhance the model's understanding of patient information. As Liu, who was also the lead author of a paper about this knowledge graph work back in March, puts it, "We proposed this new KG-Treat foundation model to synergize the patient data with the knowledge graphs, giving the model a true mastery of the underlying medical concepts behind the raw data." To determine how the Cure model works to estimate which treatments will be most effective, it starts by leveraging its pre-trained foundation of real-world patient data and biomedical knowledge graphs, which is then overlapped and fine-tuned with more specialized information about the specific medical condition and therapies being analyzed. After fine-tuning, the model can predict which potential patient outcomes correspond to different treatment options. When the researchers tested Cure against other machine learning models and validated it by comparing it to accurate clinical trial findings, a key thing stood out. Broad-scale pre-training acted as the backbone powerhouse, allowing Cure to shine. Additionally, incorporating those biomedical knowledge graphs took its performance to another level. So, in essence, the primary medical knowledge Cure learns in training is like a building block. But when it combines that with the maps of concepts from knowledge graphs, it can understand the information better and make very accurate predictions about treatments. Zhang envisions a future scenario where, pending approval from the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, to use AI as a decision support tool, doctors and clinicians could one day feed an algorithm like Cure loaded with electronic health record, EHR data from tens of millions of patients. For any patient, the clinician could access that individual's digital twin within the AI model. A virtual representation of the patient built from their real-world EHR data and profiles. With the patient's digital twin loaded, the AI model could function as a personalized treatment guide, providing data-driven recommendations on the optimal treatment approaches and therapies tailored to that patient's unique characteristics, medical history, and circumstances. By tapping into the vast knowledge embedded in the model through pre-training on millions of patient records and biomedical data, clinicians could get AI-powered insights estimating how different treatments may play out for that particular patient's digital twin. This could support more informed, individualized treatment decisions and care plans aligned with the latest evidence and precisely matched to each patient's needs and risk profiles. Dr. Zhang, who leads the Artificial Intelligence in Medicine Lab, and is a core researcher at Ohio State's Translational Data Analytics Institute, says, "This Cure model is better than having a magic crystal ball. By tapping into massive datasets and next-gen AI, we can have solid confidence in being able to identify which treatment strategy will likely work best for a given patient. It's not just guesswork. But let me be clear. We don't want to take decision-making power away from doctors. The goal is to put them firmly in the driver's seat and give them a powerful AI assistant to help out when making patient treatment choices. We want physicians to see for themselves if having an AI like this at their side could be a game changer." So, in Zhang's view, Cure isn't meant to replace human expertise. It's intended as a brilliant, data-driven tool to guide and augment doctors' decision-making abilities when lives are on the line. Considering that stroke is one of the leading causes of death in the United States, and that it's one of the best threats to patients who have been diagnosed with heart diseases when the complications around blood flow are predominant, it is essential to take proactive measures. This is why supporting AI-driven treatment models, such as Cure, is a one-way technological advancement that aims to combat stroke treatment and prevention. By analyzing massive datasets, it can accurately replicate clinical trial recommendations and estimate ideal treatments for individual patients based on their characteristics. Cure also offers a future where clinicians have an AI-guided digital twin for each patient to optimize therapies. However, it needs our support as we urge regulatory bodies like the FDA to approve rigorously validated AI decision support tools like Cure. Therefore, let's give these tools to doctors to help them use the information to better care for each patient. This can improve stroke prevention and save lives.